good practice, a lot of energy. We were blessed right there at the end of practice with more energy. We had Ernest Biner here. He talked to the kids, and he talked about winning, and that's a wonderful thing. You know, obviously very disappointing, more so for, you know, not having a chance to, you know, just having him be around our team on the field. He's worked really hard to get to where he is.
What was your conversation, if anything, like with him, and how did he react to it?
You know, it was hard. It was tough. I promised him that we're going to do everything we can to make sure he's educated and get him ready for next year. I'm taking about 2 periods a day, personally, and coaching him at the receiver position during some individuals, and we got his back. You know, I love it. Oh, awesome! I mean, it's big time. We're going to have a lot of kids here. This is an in-state rivalry. I love this state. You guys know from just recruiting. We're going to try to do the most of our work in this state. So it's critically important that we come out and put out a good performance and play really, really well. Offense, defense, special teams. You know, we've got to be aligned at the snap of the ball. I mean, that's going to be the big key. We know that we're going to get tempo, but we're also going to get tempo with motions and shifts. So those motions and shifts after tempo, you get settled, and then you have to be unsettled, and then they snap the ball on you. You know, we've got to be able to be, you know, just aligned at the snap of the ball. And it sounds simple, but it's very critical this week. Well, you know, Jimmy, we looked at him as a starter always, you know, whether we were in 10 personnel or 11 personnel. He's been proven ever since we got here that he was a great player. He didn't disappoint, of course, in the game on Saturday. And, you know, he's been right there in the first group a long time. So now, you know, we're going to bring Terrell on. We'll bring some more guys on. But we have a good situation at receiver right now.
What impressed you the most about Saturday's game?
Well, I was extremely worried about, you know, my young guys, you know, like number 26 hadn't played very much. They had a bunch of motions and shifts, which every time somebody moves, those people in the secondary got to make adjustments. And I was very worried about just them making adjustments. But you know, we messed up a few things, but overall I thought they adjusted extremely well.
All right, and as a whole, what's the biggest thing you guys need to improve on for Saturday?
Man-to-man coverage, stripping the ball, getting it out, and again, communication. Just when somebody moves, we need to communicate and make sure everybody knows what to do.
I think we have some guys that definitely can run, but it's not an advantage until guys actually do it. You know, do I feel like we can do that? I do. But I also feel like that they're going to have to be able to do it all. You know, not only just be able to run, but also be physical. And so that's what I'll be part of. Well, I expect it starts up front. So, you know, McGill is a big part of what we do. We feel like that he sets the tone up front as far as our physicality is concerned. Pratt does the same thing. So for us, it starts up front. So that's got to be who we are and what we do, and go from there.
What aspects do you think about NC State are going to give the Pirates the most trouble for Saturday?
Well, I think they're a big physical group. You know, I think that that'll be a challenge. You know, but it's one that we understand, and it's one that we expect. I think that they have some explosive players at the skill positions. That's always a challenge. But again, you know, you get into this game in order to be able to meet those kind of challenges. Guys come to ECU to be able to go in that stadium and play against, you know, play big boy football, and we expect that, and guys looking forward to that.
And who impressed you the most this week leading up to the game?
I like our seniors. I think, you know, we have to lean on our experience. You know, they play a lot of snaps in that stadium, and so they should understand preparation. They should understand on a daily basis what it takes to prepare, and so we lean on their leadership.
I assume you guys.
I don't think it was just an impact that I made. I think it was an impact that our entire team made that game. I didn't win that game by any means, nor did just the players, the whole staff, and the team as a whole won that entire game. And then, of course, the fans come into that as well. We got the best fans in America, so it was all that put into one that helped us win that game, and kind of continued a winning tradition against NC State, which they're a great team. They always have been, and we love playing.
Damon, had you had to explain to any of the guys here on the team now what this game means to ECU and its fans?
I haven't, and I don't think there's really anything that needs to be explained. We just got to continue to prepare and continue to learn what we need to do on our end, and everything else will take care of itself. We can't make something bigger than what it is. We just got to continue to work and do what we do best.
How's life preparing, or how is it preparing for a game as a GA different from being a player for you?
Well, there's a lot more work on the computer, I can tell you that. But, you know, I've enjoyed the work being a GA. I get to learn not only what's going on the back end, but kind of all the intricacies throughout the entire defense, which helps me kind of not only just coach the DBs, but also help any linebackers if they have any questions. And it just gives me a more broad picture of the entire defense in each call. So getting everything prepared for, you know, meetings and everything like that has helped me out tremendously. I think I see football differently regardless. I mean, I respected the game when I played, but you know, now you realize how much fun just going out and practicing was. You know, when you're playing, you're not always as excited. I mean, there's some days that you got to grind it out, and you know, we loved to go out and practice, but you realize how much you missed that, and that you would put the helmet on regardless and go practice every day, and maybe not even play on Saturdays. So it's a little different aspect than what I'm used to.
What does playing NC State on Saturday mean to you?
I'm from South Carolina, so this rival, I mean, like, I hear it's pretty big, so I'm going to go feed into it and then show them what ECU is about this year.
And what stands out the most to you about NC State on film?
Nothing really. I mean, like, they have a good short game, and we're pretty good on the short game, so we're going to see what's good.
And what are you most looking forward to on Saturday?
A win.
Yeah?
Yeah, a win, for sure.
What do you think you need to improve on Saturday?
My hands. Yeah, better hands on the jamming receivers.